Yo, this is BJ Gador with Men's Health, and this is the Cook and Chisel Friday workout, a big upper body push day for the chest, the shoulders, and the triceps. There are 4 exercises in this workout. Let's go through each one and have a great day. Here we go. For exercise number 1, we're doing pause military presses. You're gonna use approximately a 6 to 8 rep max load and do 2 to 3 reps every minute on the minute for 20 minutes. Once you can do 3 reps per minute for that full 20-minute block, you're gonna then add 5 pounds to the bar or increase the load by 5%, whichever works best for you. We're gonna go with a similar grip as you would bench press and a similar height to as you would front squats, just about to chest level. I'm gonna go pinky on each ring. I'm going to rack it right in the clavicle area, but keep the elbows down, not up. I want those elbows pointing straight down with the wrists and forearms directly aligned. I'm gonna lift off, then I'm gonna block my feet together, squeeze my legs together, clench the glutes, get the ribs and shoulders down, and crunch the abs. From there, I'm pausing from the start. I'm gonna press overhead, get a full lockout. Keep the ribs, shoulders down, stay tight, lower in control, pause for a count, and go again. And after I get my 2 to 3 reps, I'm gonna re-rack the weight, rest the remainder of that minute, go for 20 minutes, and then after that, move on to exercise number 2. It's time for the classic bodyweight movement, the dip. Great for the chest and triceps. We're gonna take half your max rep total, the amount you can do one time all out, and do that on the minute, every minute for 10 straight minutes. So if you can do 10 total dips, you'll do 5 reps every minute on the minute. If you can only do about 5 reps, you'll do about 2 or 3 reps every minute on the minute. If you can't do dips at all, modify by doing the push-up, or if you're in a gym setting, use the assisted dip machine. Let's show you how to do it right. The big focus here is we gotta keep the forearms vertical to the floor when we do this and load the chest and triceps, not overload the elbows and shoulders. So ideally, if we can get high enough so the feet are together, that is what we're looking for. If you have to bend the knees, that's fine. Just make sure our ribs and shoulders stay down, glutes stay tight, and abs stay crunched. I'm gonna lower and control until ideally I've got a 90-degree angle in the arms. The tricep or back of the arm is parallel to the floor, and then I push up. I'm gonna continue in that fashion till I get my predetermined rep total, rest the remainder of that minute, and go on for 10 straight minutes. Every session, you wanna bump up your rep per minute total to keep getting the gains going. Let's go on to the next movement. It's time for boulder shoulders with tempo lateral raises. We're gonna go 60 seconds of work, 60 seconds of rest for 5 rounds. Takes 10 minutes total, but every round we emphasize a unique tempo to really bring out those shoulders to maximum appeal. The first round, we're gonna go with an eccentric tempo. So I'm gonna keep my arms relatively straight. If you have to have a slight bend in the elbows, that's fine. But if you keep them straighter, the better. Really challenge those shoulders. I'm gonna raise out to the side and take 3 seconds to lower and repeat for 60 seconds. In round 2, I raise up and then I hold the top position for 3 seconds, isometric emphasis, and then lower and repeat in that fashion for 60 seconds. In round 3, I take 3 seconds to raise, come down, and then again 3 seconds back up. Really start to challenge those shoulders in a big way. You might need to go lighter on these initially because it's gonna challenge you beyond belief. Then we go with the continuous tempo. I'm gonna go 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down, without resting and without shrugging those shoulders at any point. The final round, max ISO. These are just a test of mental fortitude. You're gonna raise out and hold for up to 60 seconds. If you can't do it, come down, take brief pauses, and then get back up and continue. But do the best you can. And if you have a shoulder issue and going out to the side is an issue, what you can do is keep your thumbs up and split the difference between the front and the side and go 45 degrees. This tends to be the best way for people with shoulder pain to access this movement without pain, so you can keep rocking and make those gains like we want you to. Let's go on to the next exercise. You're gonna finish off this monstrosity of a workout with 10 minutes of a handstand hold against the wall. Clearly, you're not gonna be able to hold for 10 straight minutes, but the goal is we accumulate more and more time under tension as we go from session to session. Great for building the shoulders, improving mobility, and also inversion is great for circulation and overall health. Now, the big focus here is we wanna use a wall for assistance so we can get our feet up against it, but get as much load in the hands as we can. So what I want you to do is kind of get into a lunge position as if I just step forward in a lunge, but I'm not gonna sink down. I'm gonna hinge back over at the hips, place my hands on the floor, and then I'm gonna take this back foot and just kick it up, make heel contact with the wall, point the toes, get the rib shoulders down, and think about pushing your shoulders away from the floor. In the beginning, what you can do is just hold for as long as you can and then come back out and rest only as much as you need and get back in you can. Or start with 30-second hold, 30-second rest. Do that for 10 minutes total. And then from session to session, add a second of work, take away a second of rest. Coming down, just bring one leg at a time, nice and clean. Go with socks so we don't scrape up those walls. If that is too difficult for you, you're not comfortable with it, modify by using a box or a bench and get into a modified pike position. So I get my feet up there, walk my hands up so my hands are in line with my whole shoulder area, and I've got a straight line so my biceps are kind of alongside the ear, and I can hold that position. And again, if that gets too tough, we can just hold a feet elevated push-up position, rest when you need to. You've got lots of options, make it work, add some tension on those body parts, you will grow, you will make a change. And then again, add 20 to 30 minutes of additional cardio of your choice on top of this to really get in the best shape of your life.